Hello and welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Aries, okay? So this is for any planet or star or any placement in your chart with Aries. If you do, great. If not, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out, alright? And if you are a cross watcher, I welcome you with open arms because Seven knows I was a cross watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I will mention the decks I used as I use them. If not, they will be in the description box below. And with that being said, my gorgeous Arieses, let's get into your cards, okay? So the first deck I'm going to use, and by the way, I use selenite on my decks. First deck I am going to use is the Radleigh Valentine Fairy Tarot deck. Alright, so please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses. Wait, I'm just gonna... For my Arieses, please come forward and share. Arieses. Please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got the Emperor yourself. Haha, interesting. Well, you're starting off with a reading with yourself. That's cool. With the King of Summer at the bottom of the deck. And the Empress. And the Queen of Summer. What? We have like, oh wow, we have two couples. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. This is super cool. So we might be talking about an Aries, a Libra, or a Taurus. One or the other. So, that's awesome. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what else they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good. And you got Unity. This one is Virgo. Wait, no. This one would be... Unity would be the Hierophant. Which would be... Yeah. Virgo. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect. And you got the Four of Winter. Going within. What is interesting is the Emperor is number 4. And then Unity is number 5. So we have like a progression happening here. And then we have Four of Winter, which is the Four of Swords. So it's coming back. Let's see what else is coming up for y'all. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got the Eight of Winter. Well, it is definitely a progression. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, now I'm going to use the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. Yes, like this, like so. Don't mind my silliness at this point. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, Please come forward and clarify what the first set is all about with the Emperor, the King of Summer, the Empress, and the Queen of Summer. Emperor, King of Summer, Empress, Queen of Summer. Right? So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share why the first set is with all these cards, please, angels and guides. And about the Singer of Intuition. Singer of Intuition with the Soul Shrinker. The Singer of Transfiguration. And the Death card. Ooh. And oh, that gnome as well. And the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. I love this card. Well, this is like the Sun card in tarot, which is the happiest card in tarot, which would be the Sun. But this card is the happiest card in this deck, right? I'm not showing you in this deck, in the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. So that is awesome. What's the song from the Lego movie? Everything is awesome. Everything is awesome when you move to the beat. Everything is awesome. Something like that. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share why the Unity card is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share why the Unity card is here in the upright for the second set. So you have, what is it? Guardian at the Gate. Woo! With the Singer of Connection. And the Green Woman. And the Journeyman. And Pohariel of the Water. And the Pook. As well as Topsy Turvets. And the Fairy Godmother. Yeah. And Unity. Yeah. Well, I'm happy for y'all. So, next we have the Four of Winter in the upright. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share why the Four of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share why the Four of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message. And you got, gotcha! Surprise! With the fairy guide at the bottom of the deck and the pepper, as well as Pohariel of the Water, and Luminous Doom. Dun dun dun. Not really. It's not so ominous. The Fairies of the Future. The Maiden. The Oakman. And himself. Yeah. So, now you have the Eight of Winter. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share why the Eight of Winter is here in the upright. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share why the Eight of Winter is here in the upright. These angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got the Loum. The Loum. With the Spirit Dancer at the bottom of the deck. Followed by, well, it's kind of like the only difference between the Loum and the Spirit Dancer, really, is the fact that the Spirit Dancer seems to have like a kind of sheen on her or something, like she's wearing something, while the Loum is butt naked. So the way I would see it is that the Loum is really vulnerable, and raw. Well, I don't know what the significance between these two are. First, there's like the lamb is number 30, while as the spirit dancer is a 36, which is interesting. And then you have the sage, as well as the fawn, and Faf the footer. Ah, Faffy! And she of the crotch. And the singer of the chalice. Yeah. And the feline. Crossing your T's and dotting your I's. And Mike the Myomancer. No, not Mike the Myomancer. And Mickle a Muckle. What is up? I know I can read. What's up? Alright, so now let's start the reading, yeah? Okay, so alright, so the first set starts off with the Emperor, the King of Summer, the Empress, and the Queen of Summer. So alright, so the Emperor talks of use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. A firm but compassionate leader. Now, the Emperor generally is represented by Aries. Right? So, I would say that I think that you are in front of a dilemma at this point. You or someone you're dealing with is in front of a dilemma, and you or that person that you're dealing with is coming at it from a logical perspective. Yep. Coming at solving it with from a logical perspective. We'll see if it works. Logical but heart-centered. Because the King of Summer is an honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted individual. Says a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors. So, this Emperor already is, because the Emperor is a culmination of all four kings. So he has control over his emotions. But for some reason, he has extra control over his emotions, or he has extra interest in managing his emotions correctly, right? He is emotionally intelligent is what I was trying to say. Then you have the counterpart, which is the Empress, which is Libra or Taurus, right? Now this card says time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. I have been hearing this in a couple of other readings. This is the power couple d'excellence, which is French to say like the top, like it's the epitome of power couples. That is what I'm getting, right? Because you have not only the logical thinker, the person who can create, who can logically think anything through himself out of an issue, and then you have the Empress, which is the creative force. So you not only have the logical side, but you also have the creative side that will balance. They will balance each other out, and that is probably why they are the force to be reckoned with. Then you have the Queen of Summer, which is the counterpart of the King of Summer. So these two are equally matched, both in the fact that they are both balanced in what they generally do the best, right? And then on top of that, they have complete control over their emotions. Not only that, but the Empress has complete control over her emotions. She is very nurturing. she's all four queens rolled up into one, right? So she is the creative force, while as the emperor is the logical side of it. She thinks of the things and he makes them happen. That is what I'm getting. Next you have, like I said, the Queen of Summer. Now the Queen of Summer is a very loving, comforting, emotional, intuitive individual. So listen to your heart. Intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. What did I say? I mean, I was talking about the fact that both these people are very well balanced, not only in their ability to manage, excuse me, I get that. So they like match each other. They are at the same level. They are both emotionally intelligent. They are both incredible by themselves, and they can hold their own, which is basically what is attracting both these parts together. They're like magnets. No, not like magnets, but they say yes, they do say opposites attract, but what things that are a bit different but are very similar are what stick together the most, right? At least that's what I believe myself. So you need at least a little bit of similarity. If you're too different, it's too much. You cannot be handled. Next you have the Singer of Intuition. Now the Singer of Intuition talks about perceptiveness, oracular powers, awareness, and trust. I feel like these two feel that they probably won't have anyone better for a long time. So if they pass this up, possibly, they might have to wait a couple of years before another one comes around, or at least it's gonna be more of an uphill battle, is what I'm picking up on. Yes. Next you have the Soul Shrinker, which, it talks of cruelty, malice, gossip, curses, destruction, but at the very end it talks of blessings. So what I am picking up is that these two went through all these bad stuff, right? They went through all the cruelty, they went through the malice, they went through the gossip, they went through the curses, they went through the destruction, and at the very end, now they're at the end of the tunnel, and now they see a blessing. They're like, oh, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I have been waiting for. This is why I told all those other people, nay. You know? I feel like that's what it is. Next, you have the Singer of Transfiguration. Now, the Singer of Transfiguration, it talks of transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis, which is, I feel like, having found your other half is going to feel so transformative. It is going to feel so uplifting. It is going to feel so... It's going to feel amazing. And so that is why I feel like you or that person that you're dealing with is going to feel like things have elevated, right? It's quite interesting. I posted a intuitive nudge of the day, use your words, Talat. I posted a intuitive nudge today because I was feeling a big surge of emotion. I was feeling as if my heart was expanding, as if something was coming, as if, oh my goodness, things are shifting and I can feel it, and that's what I'm picking up. Maybe that you also felt it, so, and as I was saying, I felt something shift. The card, the reason why I said that, but not the reason why I thought I said that. Well, I just said it because I was intuitively guided to say it, but it also was like a good transition to this card, which is the Death card. And in this deck, it talks of natural, timely ending, release, liberation. So something is coming to a close. Something has ended, and I feel like the sad part, the difficult, drudging through difficulty is what has ended. Things are looking up and looking forward for both these people, right? Or all four of them. I don't know. They could be each male and female. Could be actually one person, but they can also be two. It doesn't matter. Whatever you resonate with is whatever you should listen to. Next you have Oh That Gnome. Now Oh That Gnome, there's a G in there, so it's Oh That Gnome. Alright. It talks of trickster, creative chaos, wild gifts, and breaking of habits and patterns. I feel like wild gifts has something to do with this as well, but the more important is breaking of habits. You or the person you're dealing with has done something a little different in order to allow this to come into manifestation, right? I feel like you've tapped into your creative process. You or the other person has tapped into their creative process. Someone or both has listened to their intuition, and that is why this has come to a close. This cycle has come to a close. Use your words, darn it. And this cycle coming to a close is definitely going to lead to this energy, which is the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. As I said prior to explaining, this card, okay, means that, use your words, this card is the happiest card in this deck. Alright, it is the happiest. Look at everybody on this card. Okay, they're smiling, they're all gleeful, and yes. So, I mean, it's just, look at this. Okay, I know I'm making absolutely no sense, but the fairy in the middle, the blue one, okay, it's going, and I feel like there might be a difference between both of you. Something might be a little off. I feel like what it is there is a difference. I don't know what it is, but someone is a little different. One party is a little different than the other, or possibly both. And so but I feel like seeing as both of these parties being different, and yet all of them are feeling the same emotion and vibing the same, I feel like whatever this is, even in your differences, I feel like you're going to find a way to make it work, is what I'm getting. Which is awesome. It's amazing. Right? You're going to find a way to make it work. Which is great. Now, the next card you got, next set, starts with Unity. Now, the Unity card talks of do the right things for the right reasons, compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritual-minded community. So, I feel like you or the other person, or both of you, okay, have found your peeps. You have found the people you belong with, right? At this point. And I feel that due to that, you are now between a rock and a hard place, because you're like, well, this is what I'm leaning towards, but I feel like there's gonna be a little push, like a little resistance from the people around you, right? Because this is a little unorthodox, I feel, though, and it's okay. And I feel like if both of you are gonna work on this, together and make it, like I said, you're gonna make it work. You're gonna figure out a way to make it work, because If this is the energy I'm picking up on, it is amazing. If this is the energy I picked up on all throughout today, it is so amazing. In my intuitive nudge, I was talking about how I felt this energy happen 8 years prior to today. Well, not specifically to today. I felt it during the summer 8 years ago. But if I'm feeling it now, like so intensely, and less, and seeing as I'm feeling it now again, it must be like things have shifted, things have changed, you know, and apparently, as someone mentioned to me earlier today, this is because we are entering into the age of Aquarius. I don't quite understand it, so don't quote me on this, but things have shifted. Things have changed. And so the first card clarifying is the Guardian at the Gate. Now the Guardian at the Gate, okay, it talks of passage to new life, openings, gatekeepings. So it's definitely, you are being able to do this, right? You're being able to compare old versus new because things have changed. You are now more in charge of what you want to create in your reality than you might have been like one generation ago. Okay? Because of family pressures and stuff like that. Next, you have the Singer of Connection. Now, the Singer of Connection talks of spiritual connection, karma, balance, empathy. So, I would feel like this connection is the spiritual connection. How would I put this? It's, you know, those connections where you're like, where did you guys meet? Why are you two together? You don't look like something's off. You don't look the same, but you feel like you fit. You know, something's off in this image, but it's also not off, if you know what I mean. It's one of those. I feel like the connection is so amazing that no one is going to try and refute this. Though people are going to talk behind your back. Possibly people are going to talk to both of you separately, right? To one of you separately and be like, no, you can't do this. We've never done this. How can you allow yourself to do this? Which is a generational thing. And I feel like, now, I know for certain, okay, because I have a cousin who's actually experiencing this now, and for him it's not easy, and I see it in my family, and I'm like, okay, it's not going to be easy for whatever's coming for me either, but I feel like my side of the family is a little more open, but that doesn't mean that the other party, the whomever is coming in, who's going to be different, is going to have it easy. Oh, hell to the no. Nuh-uh. You have a ton of work to do, is what I'm getting. Well, I mean, you know, I'm a Libra sun, so I won't let the other person do all the work by themselves. Come on. That's not fair. No. But I'm just saying, it's a connection. It's such a connection that no one, absolutely no one, is going to refute this. Because they can see. They see and they're like, oh, okay, I see the connection. Though it doesn't mean that I'm going to stand on the sidelines and just let this happen at willy-nilly, right? I'm going to put my foot down and help guide it, type of thing. Next, you have the Green Woman. Now, the Green Woman, okay, talks of natural magic, expectant gratitude, wildness, untamable creativity. I feel like this is what both of you together will be able to create. Why did I say that? Well, remember I did say you guys are possibly a power couple. There you have it. Untamable creativity. It's so visible. I mean, it is very visible, and probably at some point, someone somewhere is going to be hella jealous. Well, that's their problem. I don't flippin' care. Next, you have the journeyman, right? So the journeyman talks of moving forward. As you can see, he's going to take his first step towards amazingness, right? Because the journeyman talks of the travel, adventure, independence, polishing of skills. I feel like both of you are gonna, like I said, you both are the power couple par excellence. So you both are gonna excel together. It's going to be like the perfect tennis match, right? Both in harmony, both in unison, both synchronistically attached, not attached, but synchronized. You know when to hit the ball, when to run this way. It's like you're intuitively guided. You're intuitively connected, and yeah, so this is an amazing connection. So like I said, a lot of people are gonna see it, but they are not going to stay silent. So you'll have like they say in French, t'as de la pain sur la planche. Well, actually, it's French Canadian. I don't know if they say that in French of France, but I know in Quebec they say that a lot. As in, you have some work in front of you. Next, you have Penelope Dream Weaver. Now, Penelope, okay, talks of inspiration, magical dreams, and visions. So this is what you guys, both of you guys, are envisioning, working together to creating this reality is what I'm getting, right? And I feel like you're up for the challenge, hopefully, because you both have the Pook, which talks of shape changer, good and bad and good, paradox, resolution. So you see the issue, and you're like, you see the good in it if you do it, and the bad if you don't. The bad if you don't, or the bad if you do, and the good if you don't. And I feel like you feel like the bad outweighs the good, outweighs the bad in this case, and you're like, hell yeah, I'm signing up. You know, you're like, I'm all for it, yeah. So next you have the topsy-turvets, and I feel like it might take a little moment for the rest of the family, because notice how this card is like covered from millimeter to millimeter with faces. There is no millimeter without a face on it. Everything is covered. So all these people might be the ones looking at you being like, what are you doing? What is happening? You sure you want to do this? You sure? You sure? You sure? You sure? You sure? And you just need to probably change their perspective a little, just a tiny bit, teensy tiny bit. Then you have the fairy godmother. The reason why you probably need to change their perception a teensy tiny bit is because they don't see how this is a granted wish at this point. So you're gonna have to like make them believe that it is a granted wish. You know, I feel like you're gonna have to tell them that this is it. I don't know what you're gonna tell them, right? You're gonna tell them probably this is it. I feel like I feel better with this person than I do with any of the other ones, because hell, I'm no longer with the other ones. So why? I'm done. I'm done because I'm done. I'm done. This is my wish. This is my granted wish. I'm good. You know, this is what I wanted. This is what I asked for from the universe, and it's coming to me on a silver frickin' platter. So no, I will not do anything. You know, I don't feel like considering, because I feel like the other people, well, that you would want me to consider, okay, are like not really for me, at least not yet. They're not ready, they're not ripe enough, or something along those lines. Because the fairy godmother, okay, talks of gifts, talents, grace, helpful lessons. Like, I've learned my lesson. Like, I've learned my lesson with all these other people. I've seen that it's not really working out with them. So why am I going to hit my head against a wall for eons to come until they wake the flip off, excuse my language. I'm gonna have to write that there is a little bit of yeah, something slipped. Something slipped. Here. You know, why am I gonna bang my head against a wall while I wait for XYZ person to mature? No. 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 And then the next card is the Unity card. Now the Unity card, okay, it talks of union, mystical experience, spiritual home. This might feel like a spiritual home to you. This connection might feel just right. It might feel spot on. And that is what I feel you're going to have to express in that case. Now, the next card you have is the Four of Winter. Now, the Four of Winter, alright, talks of taking a respite, basically. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. You need to mull it over. You need to think about it just a little bit. I feel like, at least from your perspective, if you are the emperor, so you need to logically think this through. You need to see how this is going to apply, how you're going to make it apply, and how you're going to make it work. Right? So that's why what is suggested is that you take some time apart and you mull it over, is what I'm getting. So that you don't rush into something without being prepared. Now, the first card clarifying it is gotcha! Possibly you need to mull this over because it has surprised you. It's sudden shock. The gotcha card talks of sudden shock, unexpected event, rude awakening. So you're like, what do I do next? I'm lost for words. What do I do next? I don't know what my next step is. Possibly because you are enthralled by this. You are seduced by it. You are seeing how both you and this person might work. You're like, holy shiznit, what is going on? I don't know what this is, but I'm interested to find out. Then you have Pohariel of the water. Now, Pohariel talks of gracefully accepting change. It also talks of emotion, serenity, meditation, gracefully accepting change. So, I feel like you're like, you were surprised because you feel emotion in regards to this. You feel at peace with this decision. You also, meditation, you need to think about it, as we saw with the Four of Winter, and you're thinking about it very heavily, right? But at the end of this meditative time, you are going to come out of it and be like, okay, so that's what I have to do. And you're going to gracefully accept change because you are willing to make the change, because you are looking forward to what is coming. Right? I hope this is making sense. I really do. Then you have Luminous Doom. Now, Luminous Doom, okay, it talks of self-pity, self-pity, self-defeat, self-destruction, and taking care of yourself. So, I feel like if you are self-pitying, if you are self-destructing, if you are self-defeating, self-pitying, alright, I feel like at the very end, possibly of this week, because generally my readings last for a week, except if I say so, okay, at the end of this week, something is going to click in your mind, and it's all going to click into place. And you're going to see that this decision that you are going to make, whatever it is, it's going to be with this person or or not, is going to be you deciding to take care of yourself first. Something that you probably might not have done prior. I have no clue. Then you have the fairies of the future. Now the fairies of the future, alright, talk of be here now, guidance, forward moving. So, be here now, guidance, forward moving, right? So you're going to have guidance. So when you decide, you have to be present in the situation to see how you feel about what is happening in your present circumstance. In order for you to be able to see what your angels and guides are sending your way, so that you can be able to move forward with this. Right? If I didn't show you the card prior, here you have it. But whatever your decision, okay, it's going to lead you to a whole new beginning, because you have the Maiden. Now the Maiden talks of auspicious beginning, birth, hope, growth, and joy. I personally wrote blank slate on this. It is a new possibility. You don't know what is coming. You just know that it is going to be a good and auspicious beginning. I see this card as a step prior to the Fool. Okay, because the Fool is like starting something new without any expectations. So basically what this means, what the Fool would mean, is that you've had prior experience, but you decide to not you decide to take it under advisement, but you don't allow it to stop you from moving forward. This card is you have absolutely no experience whatsoever in this, and you are deciding to move forward with it anyway. That, or you're not deciding, you're just going with it because it feels just so good. You know, like a child just goes with what they feel drawn towards, what makes them feel good. So that is what you are following. Your nature, your true nature. Alright, next you have the Oakman. Now the Oakman talks of strength, ancient wisdom, depth, which in some aspects, okay, that in and of itself is a way of dealing with things that is counter, well, I mean, it's not how should I say this? That is not what people are used to, if I can say so. Because people are used to, once they become adults, to like put aside their feelings and do what they have to do, right? But this is saying that you are going back to how you were when you were a child and going after what you know feels good. Once you do that, things will replace themselves, right? Yeah, and it's ancient wisdom, and it's depth. It's deep. It's like you're relearning stuff that you forgot, right? Because it was stomped out of you in your childhood or something along those lines. Next, you have himself. Now, himself talks of, well, notice how number one, his heart chakra, his third eye, and his crown chakra are all lit and all aligned. That, okay, himself talks of natural law, life force, shamanic powers, and magic. So you are tapping into your magic by going back to how things were prior. You are being able to, how should I say this? You are being able to create magic within your own reality, because you are aligned and you are centered, you're heart centered, and you know what to do, which is amazing, because you went within and you figured out what are your next steps. Now, the next card is the Eight of Winter. Dun, dun, dun. Now, the Eight of Winter, okay, the reason why I did the da 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 is because the Eight of Winter talks of you have what it takes, if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. This is basically you keeping yourself trapped. You stopping yourself from getting what you want. Why? I guess we'll see. Well, just by looking at the lamb, the first idea that came to my mind is it's too good to be true. Or something along those lines. Like, equal give and take? What? That is so foreign to me at this point. How? Why? Can I think about it? Is what I'm picking up. Because the lamb talks of unconditional giving and receiving. Very interestingly enough, I have written Libra card on this card. I feel like the unconditional giving and receiving part, to me, I relate that to the equal give and take, which is very Libra-esque, which is being fair. So that is why I wrote Libra card on it. It doesn't necessarily have to be Libra, but I'm just saying. Next, you have the Spirit Dancer. Now, like I said, both these fairies look somewhat similar, except one is green, the other one's blue, right? So the Spirit Dancer talks of, okay, self-expression, freedom, exploration. I feel like this other person, this person that you're dealing with, you feel is like a breath of fresh air because they express themselves so freely. It's like you're not used to it. I don't know why that came out, but it just did, so deal with it. They're so free. You find that interesting. You found that it's like, what? Where is this coming from? What? And I feel like you feel like exploring because the other person feels like exploring. It's just, I don't know if this resonates, but stick it where it applies. Then you have the Sage. Now the Sage talks of hidden knowledge, retreat old age, and wisdom, and as well as patience. But I'm gonna have to clarify this because I'm not quite certain why the Sage card came out. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share why the Sage card came out for the fourth set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share why the Sage card came out. And you got the clouds. Clouds. It's not clear yet why. Obstruction, that's what that card talks of. Something is obstructing your vision. See, clouds stand for ambiguity, difficulties that are coming and going away, lack of perspective or moods. Inner division, bumbling through inconsistency. Possibly foggy, such as thoughts through pharmaceutical drugs or illegal drugs. I have no idea if that resonates. This card is often referred to as a problem card. Keep in mind that only challenges really bring you further in your life. If everyone is all right, hardly anyone would make changes in their lives. Therefore, the location of this card gives you good clues about what and where you can change your life. Utilizing ancient wisdom in regards to whatever it is. It could be a connection, it could be a work connection, it could be a love connection, it could be a family connection, whatever. But utilize like not hidden what's the word? Wisdom, hidden knowledge, patience in regards to a connection. Excuse me. Therefore, the location of this card, blah, blah, blah. In the context of a relationship, view this card from a different angle. Mourning, confusion, relationship cries that can be solved. Relationship crises that can be solved. Follow the inner voice, listening inward, cautious action. In the case of huge difficulties, instead dare new beginnings. Too much effort is to be avoided. Be careful. Do not take anything lightly. The dragon on this card stands for the courage and stamina required in order to change from one situation to another. The dragon intent can be achieved only with strong will. Old belief systems as well as behavioral patterns should be resolved. Burn them down. The path leads from darkness to the light, and only change can bring back clarity. Sometimes this card represents a dream that is considered unattainable. Okay. And I don't know. A dream that is considered unattainable. Are you living a dream that is unattainable? Really? Well, think of it differently. Think of how you can make it happen. Then you have the fun. And I feel like once you do think about how you can make it happen, the fun, yeah. The fun. It's like I was mixing fawn and card together. The fun card. Not the fun card. The fun card. I have to speak slowly. The fun card comes up. Okay, the fun talks of understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic. Haha. Is that ace? Yeah. Once you figure out where it is that you need to place your wisdom, because for some reason you can't think straight in regards to this, need some wisdom in regard to it, things will fall into place. And once things fall into place, you are going to be able, you or someone you're dealing with will tap into the Faf the footer energy, which I lovingly call Faffy. Faf the footer, okay, talks of being real, earthing, grounding, centering. So if you want to make this happen, this dream of yours that you believe you can't attain for some inexplicable reason, okay, just grounding and earthing yourself will definitely help you in achieving it. Then you have Shiv the Cruach. Okay, now Shiv the Cruach talks of fertility, talks of the receptive principle, fertility, and nurturing. When I say receptive principle, okay, it means that you are, like we saw with the fairies of the future, which talk of be here now. This is also talking about being here now, being able to pick up on the intuitive nudges that your spiritual team or your spiritual guides or what have you are sending your way. Right? Yes. Next you have the singer of singer of the chalice. Now the singer of the chalice, alright, talks of trust, joy, patience, creativity, hope, and miracles. Miracles. So I feel like once you decide to let this information come in, you'll be totally able to utilize this one, which is tap into your joy, your patience, in order to allow for this to come to fruition. Use your creativity in order to solve this issue, and have hope and believe in miracles once again. And during this time you will be crossing your T's and dotting your I's like you cannot believe, right? Because the feline talks of getting it right, delayed completions, tidying up loose ends. You want to be certain that things are perfect for this to complete itself. is what I'm picking up on. Wow. Next you have Mikkel and Makkel. Now once you make this come into reality, that's when you are going to see, or once you come to this cognition, that this is it for you. This is what you want. This is what you're going to work towards. This is what you want to put all your heart, your soul, your energy, all of it into this. This is when you find that everything in your life has led you to this. Everything. Right? And so Mikkel and Makkel, alright, talks of everyday blessings, mixed blessings, and play. So you might possibly feel like you can play with this person, have fun, be yourself, not feel bogged down by anything or any like social cues or any social rules or anything. You feel like yourself with this person, which is what I'm getting at. And you also feel like everything, what I'm picking up on is that everything in your life was only meant to bring you to this point in time, to bring you to this individual, to bring you to realize that this is what you want. This is your thing. This is what you're going to work on for the next foreseeable future. Right? Or for the foreseeable future is what I'm getting. So, my gorgeous Aries, that is all that I have for you guys this week. I'm slurring my words. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and not fellow, I don't have Aries in my chart or in any of my houses. So, my gorgeous Aries, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!